In this program, we will explain how we can send a variable or a argument to a function in passing by address fashion and what is the implications of the same. A function rev is defined. The same is called from the main. In the main, we have a variable m for which we assume that 10018 memory is allocated and the user has entered 7194. Thus, in the memory of the variable m, 7194 is stored. When the function is called, rev function is called, we are sending ampersand m as an argument. What is ampersand m? Address of the variable m, that is 10018. Now we will try to explain how and what actions takes place in the function rev. From the main, we are sending 10018. Remember one important aspect. Whenever a function is called, the memory required for all the arguments, including the variables defined inside the function block, that will be allocated. When we come out from the function, that memory will be deallocated. Now, from the main, we are sending the address of the variable m, that is 10018. In the function definition, we are having integer star x, indicating that x is a one argument, which is a pointer type of argument. Thus, whatever value passed by the main, that will be assigned to the variable x. X is a pointer variable in the function. What is the acceptable value for a pointer variable? Allocated memory cell number only. From the main, what are we sending? 10018, which is allocated memory cell number of m. Thus, we are not violating any rules and regulations. Thus, x value becomes 10018, and for the x also, memory will be allocated, which is shown as 1026. Also, remember another important aspect. That is, the memory, whatever allocated for the variables of main, may not be necessarily adjacent to the memory which is allocated for the variables and arguments inside the function. Thus, the addresses of the variables of main we have shown differently, and the address of x also shown differently. Inside the function, a variable n is declared. For that, the memory will be allocated. As it is an integer, 2 bytes of memory will be allocated. What is the address of n? 1030. Why? What is the starting address of x? 1026. What type of variable is x? Integer pointer variable. How many bytes are allocated for a pointer variable? 4 bytes. Dash 1026, 27, 28, 29 is the memory allocated for X. Following memory will be allocated for the variable N. S variable also declared in the function. Thus for that also memory will be allocated. 1030, 1031 is the memory which is allocated for the variable N. Thus 1032 and 33, those 2 bytes will be allocated for the variable S. Thus 1032 becomes the address of the variable S. In addition, for the variable S, initial value will be assigned to 0. The statement N is equal to star X will be executed. What is the value of X? 10018. What is that? Address of the variable M of the main. Star X, that is the value of the variable M, that is 7194. Thus N value becomes 7194. While N, this condition is tested. Currently N value is 7194. Thus while condition becomes true. Thus program execution enters into the while loop. S is equal to S into 10 plus N modulus 10 is executed. N value is 7194, modulus 10 4. Thus 0 into 10 plus 4, thus S value becomes 4. N is equal to N by 10 is executed. Thus N value becomes 719. While condition is tested. While expression value, while N, that becomes true as N value is 719. Thus while block is going to get executed once more. S value becomes 49. Remember, 719 modulus 10 becomes 9. Initial value of S is 4. 4 into 10 plus 9, 49. N is equal to N by 10 is calculated. Thus N value becomes 71. While N condition is tested, N value is 71. Thus while condition becomes true. Thus the while loop is going to get executed once more. S value becomes 491. That is 49 into 10 plus 71 modulus 10. Thus S becomes 491. N is equal to N by 10 is calculated. Thus N value becomes 7. While N condition is tested, as N value is 7, the condition becomes true. Thus while loop is going to get executed once more. S value becomes 4917. That is 491 into 10 plus 7 modulus 10. That is 7. Thus it becomes 4917. What is this? It is the reverse of the 7194. N is equal to N by 10. This statement is executed. Thus N value becomes 0. In the next iteration, when we test the while condition, while N, as N value is 0, the condition becomes false, we will come out from the while loop. The value of the variable S is 4917, which is the reverse of the value of the variable M, that is 7194. Now the statement star X is equal to S is executed. What is star X? The value available in the memory pointed by the pointer variable x. That is nothing but m value. What is the value of x? 10018. What is it? It is the address of the variable m of the main program. The star x means the value available in that memory is equal to s. Thus, the value of s 4917 will be stored in that memory. That is, the previous value of m will disappear. Now this new value will be stored in the variable m. Remember, now we are changing a variable which is belong to the main from the function. Now the memory which was allocated for the variable s will be deallocated. Also, the memory which is allocated for the variable n will be deallocated. Also, the memory which is allocated for the pointer variable x will be deallocated. Now we are back in the main program. Now observe the value of the variable m. It is 4917. What is the value of m before the function call? It is 7194. As we have sent the address to the function, and whatever changes in that address the function does, those changes are visible in the main program. This is called as passing by address. Thus, if we wanted to change a scalar variable value in a function and we wanted to see the modifications in the Kali program or main, then we have to send its address to the function. This is called as passing by address style. In this program,